Hey Collective, how are you? Grand Rising to my wonderful followers and subscribers. This is Meaningful Intuitive Guided Tarot here, coming to you on this Saturday to give you all signs, the collective, your mini weekend reading. I hope everyone's Saturday morning and the start has been going well. It is a beautiful sunny day over here on the East Coast. And even though sometimes we might get out of bed feeling groggy or maybe trying to get our balance on, when that sun comes out and it peaks, it just heals and make everything bright, right? Because the sun is a very bright energy source and it gives you that kind of that good endorphin, right? So I hope everyone as well morning has started out on a Sunday wonderful energy vibe. All right, everyone. So with that being said, let's check right in to see what you guys got going on this weekend, to see how your weekend is going to flow and what it's going to be about. And I can tell you right now that you guys is focusing on yourself. As I pulled your cards out, the overall message and the attitude and the spirit that you guys are in involves the three S's. As I always say on my other channel, my meditation channel, which is very important that we all do. And that is to focus on self-love, self-care, self-discipline. Okay? So, why did I say that? It's because you guys, starting off the first card of your reading, we did get the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is about conflict. It's about something argumentative, depending on who it is that you are being in conflict with. It could also be conflict within ourselves. But for this particular reading, this is conflict that you have been seeing or have been perhaps surrounded by maybe this past week. And you are like, it's too much. It was something that maybe has been stressful, maybe on the work front. Maybe you guys have been dealing with a lot of, just a lot of conflicts and a lot of stressful moments at work. It could also be dealing with conflicts in your home environment as well. Unfortunately, sometimes our home environment can also bring chaos. It can bring disturbances. But when this type of energy comes around us in our space, what happens? It throws us off guard, but it also brings a lot of stress, right? And sometimes it can be overwhelming and overbearing. So this is what I see that some of you guys are dealing with, because it did come out as the first card. And so with that being said, we now move over to the next card that came out. And the next card was the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is knowing, having a feeling that inside, I need to. You're following your own intuition in terms of maybe trying to get away from it all, right? And if something kind of feels off, if it's something that you feel that you're not able to really just, if you are feeling, I would say, perturbed by your environment, again, whether it's work or on the home front, you as the High Priestess, and this could also be for no gender specific, it could be for you masculines who might be dealing with this as well. But again, the energy of the High Priestess is someone that knows what needs to be done. You have a feeling that, you know what, I think for this weekend, or perhaps you've been planning to do something pertaining to this weekend because you feel like I need the time to kind of focus on me, right? It's like I'm running away from all this disruption that have been surrounded me since this past week. Maybe it has even started maybe sooner than that. But whatever it is, you as the High Priestess, you are taking matters into your own hands, and you are basically making time for yourself, because it is highly needed at this time. And this is what I am picking up and sensing with some of you, okay? Now, as we move over from the High Priestess, the next card that came out was the Tower card. So the Tower card, we know, it speaks about endings. It can take on different kind of meanings. It can mean, like I said, endings. It can mean disruptions. It can mean something that's going to suddenly come about, unexpected, sudden, whatever it may be in one's life, right? But as well, you got the Empress that came out at the bottom of the card, and I felt the need to bring this out because to me it speaks about what is currently taking place. The Empress is someone that is loving, have a loving nature for people, but more importantly, to oneself. And this is why I said that this weekend it's going to set the tone for self-love, self-care, and self-discipline, right? You're using what feels right for you. You are going with what you need to do to restore your sanity, if you will, okay? But the towel in this scenario speaks about disruption because it goes back to your starter card, the Five of Swords, that, like I said, there's been some kind of disturbances, a lot of chaos. So there's a lot of chaotic energy that is surrounding some of you. Now, this may not resonate with all of you, and I don't expect it to, but someone out there, I feel, has been dealing with the burden of a lot of insanity, a lot of arguments, whether it's on the home front, at the work, or just maybe even of yourself. Maybe there's some things you need to work out for yourself, and maybe you have been confused. Well, that means that you guys, while you are focusing on yourself, there is something else that you have been planning to do. And I feel that some of you either started yesterday, so you are in process of doing it, or this is something that you're going to do. Maybe you have started out already, and that is maybe taking a trip somewhere, going away. We did get the Four of Wands, and this is why I mentioned about going away, because the Four of Wands is travel involved. It also means going away where there's peace. You know, in your other tarot deck, the Four of Wands will show something that is very beautiful, like the scenery. So I feel that some of you guys, even if it's just a short mini vacation or a mini trip somewhere, I feel that some of you guys are going to get away. And why I say that is because now when I move over to the next cards, you got the World card that came out, and from the bottom of that, you got the Chariot. The Chariot is movement. This is a vehicle. So some of you are going to be getting on that plane. Maybe you're going to be taking a drive somewhere. But whatever mode of transportation you guys are choosing, you are going to use it to get away from the world. The madness of what's going on in your immediate environment, right? So for some of you, this may have been something that you have went through this past week or past couple of weeks pertaining to work. Or, like I said, maybe you have other family members who have been bickering and arguing, and there's been a lot of discord, unfortunately, in your family, and you are like, I'm not going to have it. This is going to be my weekend. So you're getting on your Chariot, whatever that Chariot may mean for you. And for some of you, this could just be, like I said, hopping into your car and just getting away for the weekend. Because the last card that came out to clarify the Towel and the Empress is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles in your regular tarot deck, it will show an energy, a masculine, or it could be a feminine, but it shows imbalance. And this is why I mentioned that sometimes when we are in a very chaotic environment, sometimes it can throw us off balance, right? It can confuse us. And sometimes being imbalanced can really throw us off our focus of what it is that we're trying to do, even if it's just mere peace. So, like I said, you are taking on that Chariot-like energy. You are getting up, you are getting away for the weekend to bring some type of balance. And congratulations, because at some point, with all the chaos and stress and anxiety that we all deal with on an everyday basis, we do need to sometimes take a retreat away from the world to recalibrate, to recharge, and to feel renewed so that when we come back, we're able to deal with the insanity all over again, right? But you guys that are going through this and you have understood the meaning of loving yourself, giving yourself some self-care, taking a little short getaway somewhere to just bring some peace of mind to yourself, congratulations. And I really hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend if some of you in fact have done it. Now, if you're not physically getting away, maybe there is a place that you can retreat to where you won't be disturbed. But it's all about, like I said, taking time for yourself. It's all about you. And like I said, congratulations, because you deserve it, as we all do. All right? So I hope this was helpful. If it was, you know what to do. Send some electricity to that thumbs like button to give me a like. Leave me a comment if, in fact, this is your story. And then share with your friends and family. All right, collective. Thank you so much for joining me on this Saturday morning. I'm wishing all of you a wonderful, a bright, and a self-loving weekend. Until next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. Bye.